punch somebody behind, like.
He punched you in the back?
Yeah, like they punching, like slapping my back. If you want to show respect, respectful, touch somebody. That's why I said tell him to touch somebody, respect.
Well, it's looking like we're getting a new rivalry, which is Khamzat Chimaev and Ian Garry. And I feel like, yes, I know they're in separate weight classes. Khamzat is at 185 and Ian Garry is at 170. But Ian Garry should be next for the title shot. After that win against Belal Muhammad, which was pretty impressive, he was stuffing down the takedowns and pretty much, kind of dominated him on the feet. But Belal Muhammad did have some impressive shots at the feet, just the overhand and stuff like that. But also, Ian Garry, he's been doing good at the 170 division, although Shavkat Rakhmonov is the only one to beat Ian Garry in the UFC. But like I said, Shavkat Rakhmonov, he is not active. So Ian Garry, he's going to give a lot of these 170 a run for their money. And I feel like Islam Makhachev is going to be in a very dangerous spot versus Ian Garry. That's why Islam Makhachev wants to verse Kamaru Usman, which I feel like does not deserve the title shot, but he's doing it also for looks and legacy thing. People are going to be like, Kamaru Usman is the most defending 170 in the division and stuff like that, but not in my case. I feel like Ian Garry deserves that title shot, and if Islam Makhachev beats Ian Garry, that would be pretty impressive. But Ian Garry, let's say he beats Islam Makhachev, gets the title, 2 defenses right after, then face Khamzat Chimaev. I don't see why they shouldn't do it. Khamzat can't go down at 170. If y'all don't know, this guy goes through a lot of weight cut misses and stuff like that. He cannot make 170. That's for a fact. This guy's a big guy. He fights him at 185, and I feel like Ian Garry would give Khamzat Chimaev a run for his money because of the wrestling. Y'all forget who Belal Muhammad is in the wrestling. I know he's not better at Islam Makhachev than wrestling, but let's not forget, this guy was running the 170 division for a minute and nobody had answers towards his wrestling. Sean Brady is already fried because look, Belal Muhammad knocked his ass out and he got knocked out by Michael Morales, so people are gonna forget about Sean Brady's wrestling. And I also feel like Belal Muhammad's wrestling is way better than Sean Brady's. That might be a hot take, I don't know, let me know in the comment sections. But like I said, Ian Garry and Khamzat Chimaev is gonna be the best rivalry to come, and I feel like this is gonna be another bootleg version of Conor McGregor versus Khabib Nurmagomedov. And I feel like Ian Garry would definitely shit talk a lot to Khamzat Chimaev, especially after that. And he in the video he was saying you're supposed to represent a champ, this and that. I totally agree, but the tapping in the back, I did see that because I was watching the video and I could read language with body, like who starts the problem or what, and what got to their nerve. And I knew off the rip that Khamzat Chimaev didn't find the tapping in the back too respectful, because I see that he was kind of tapping his neck a little bit. It was kind of disrespectful to Khamzat Chimaev, and I bet their culture don't mess with that. And Khamzat Chimaev tapped him back in the back hard as hell. And even you could hear in the video how Ian Garry tapped him in the back. It did sound loud as hell. No, I think I'm tripping. I rewatched the video again, but yeah, honestly, yeah, Khamzat Chimaev is tripping. I think he's wild out there. Ian Garry didn't mean no harm. That's just the way these guys are, bro. These guys are just wild. They just start fights for no reason, basically. But the Khamzat Chimaev, think that he was taking him as a joke. Y'all saw in the video in the first intro of the video, but that's funny, bro. I'm just rewatching it. This guy just be bugging. Like I said, for my take, bro, I think Ian Garry would actually dominate at 185, bro. This guy is an impressive, skillful fighter so far, so I think he's gonna go far. So honestly, bro, I think he would be the type to beat a Khamzat Chimaev. All Khamzat Chimaev needs is an opponent that knows how to take down the wrestling and stuff them. So honestly, I feel like Ian Garry fits a good spot. I feel like Khamzat would have trouble trying to take him down, and that's a hot take. I know a lot of people are gonna have to disagree with that, but y'all would be surprised how Ian Garry, he really is the future. So way is looking so far. He just needs to get back with Shavkat, and he ain't even take that much of an ass whooping with Shavkat. He could dominate Carlos Prates, and right now Carlos Prates is on a hot run. You see how it is, how his win ages well, except for the Shavkat right now. You need to tee up and hop back in the octagon. But truly, Islam is in trouble with Shavkat and Ian Garry right now. Michael Morales, I feel like Islam would be able to take that. Yeah, that rivalry, Ian Garry and Khamzat Chimaev, don't sleep on it, man. Yo, UFC is back in place. Hold on, this clip just released of John Jones getting taken out by Khamzat Chimaev. Bro, after seeing this, guys, I don't know, man. I might take back that Ian Garry take. But let's see what Ian Garry had to say about this.
I went up to Sarukian. I congratulated him. I went up to Khamzat. I said, hey, champ, what's up? When are we going to see you back? He was like, I don't know, brother. Whenever, smash. All right, cool. Sweet. Slaps me on the back. I'm like, oh.
Funny how he brings up the slapping on the back like he's not the one who started that, but let's see what he keeps saying.
All right, cool. Security guy gets in front of us. I'm like, we literally were just close. He's not going to fight me. And then that childish energy comes out. Yeah, fuck you, brother. Fuck you. Boom. Tries to push me. Do you want the honest truth? It's little dick energy. I need to show the world I'm tough. I need to show you're the champion of the world.
It's true. As a champion, you're supposed to represent a good person. You're supposed to represent, like, you're not supposed to represent this tough guy for real. But yeah, like, to the fighters is different because they are fighting for their life, so they are not trying to seem like soft or whatever. So maybe the tapping on the back really hit him deep like that. But I do agree with Ian Machado Gary. I feel like if he is champion, he will represent a good champ. And Khamzat Chimaev, like I said, bro, he's definitely in the wrong. I'm not backing up Chimaev on this one. I feel like, yeah, that is not a good way to represent yourself as a champ. You gotta be professional with it, represent a good hearted champ, you know what I'm saying? Although you are a killer in that ring, represent a good person outside the ring. But that is for the video, man. I think UFC is back. The good rivalries are back, and y'all already got my take on this, man. Let me know if y'all agree with this. Like, comment, and subscribe, because we are bringing YouTube videos on a daily, man. Every day I'm trying to give y'all the entertainment we need, and we need to bring the UFC into light right now, you know what I'm saying? So I hope y'all enjoy it, man. Octa 2K out.